Hey guys, it's your boy B-Monster, and welcome back to the Luton Town Vikings and Pirates, now champions of Europe, career mode. Yes, in the last episode we defeated Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League final to capture a European Cup for freaking Luton Town. That is just insane, guys, and thank you so much for your continued support. For all you loyal followers, for all you loyal subs, for all you loyal weirdos, thank you so much. And you guys could go ahead and smash that like button. It would just warm the cockles of my weirdo heart. Oh my goodness, guys. What an incredible time it is to be a Luton Town fan. Guys, just put in perspective. You can see this team right now. It's absolutely stacked. But when we started this, our starting budget was something like 400k for transfers and 5k for wages. And look at the roster now. It is stacked like freaking Chelsea, like Manchester City up in this bees. Oh my goodness. And I know we're bringing in a lot of new faces. We got a lot of great new faces right here. Emre Can, Mohamed Basic, both coming in. We have an absolutely stacked midfield. Gareth freaking Bale is on this team. Guys, can you imagine Gareth Bale stepping onto the field at Kenilworth? Oh my goodness. Bentaleb, a holdover from last season. But, I mean, we've come so far. We have just come so freaking far, guys. But this team might look stacked to you new guys. Freaking Paul Pogba's on this team now. It might feel like, how did you freaking get this team? We never used financial takeover, guys. We never did. We used very frugal spending. We invested in youth. We sold off assets, you know, as they were opportune. We made a huge profit and we made a huge splash signing Eden Hazard, and then we sold Eden Hazard off for that massive deal with Bayern, and no, with PSG, and now freaking we were able to reinvest into pre-contracts and to bring in the likes of Bale, Emre Can, Basic, and freaking Paul Pogba, and Raheem Sterling, Victor Ibarbo. This roster, I made it like this because this is probably going to be it, guys. This is probably going to be the final season of Luton Town, guys. And the main priority this year, we got to go for it. We've yet to win the Premiership. We've yet to even get close to get even a sniff of the Premiership title, guys. So this year we're going for the Prem, and we're going for the treble. Why not? It's the last season. Well, maybe the last season. We'll see how quickly the season does progress. I probably am going to slow it a little bit down, guys. Probably not, you know, like 2 months per season, because let's enjoy, guys. We've been rushing to this the whole entire time, and look at this absolute monster of a team. This season is going to be a little bit of a change. This is going to be more about telling a story, more about gameplay, more about kind of savoring, because this is it, guys. This is our dessert. We've worked so hard, and now we are here. But the team is not perfect. The team is not perfect. Now, as you can see right here, I'm putting in the names of Kurt Zuma, Chris Smalling. I'm pretty much putting in all the top, you know, youngsters, or at least they used to be youngsters. Look at, oh my god, Chris Smalling's 29. Ugh, making me feel old here. But yeah, we're in the 6th season, guys. A lot of these guys that were very young at the start of this career are almost prehistoric now. John Stones was like a baby face at the start. Now he's 25. Jeez Louise. But there, yeah, that is the main. I've identified it. It's our defense, guys. We give up way too many defensive headers. We give up too many soft goals. So I mean, the 2 top priorities is going to be finding, you know, good, strong, pacey, and probably my top priority, tall defenders right here. And a lot of you guys were, well, not a lot of you guys. I was in the Master Debate tours with the best center backs, and they were just recommending Jamal Lascelles as a legend, so I was like, alright, I'll see what the hype is about. But I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much bring in or shortlist every single name that I could think of as a young, promising, you know, center back that's in the BPL right now. So yeah, that's why I'm bringing. See, you know, we'll see. Maybe a John Stones, maybe a Gabriel right here, maybe, you know, a Chris Smalling, maybe even a Kurt Zuma, guys, or even a Steven Cocker, a staple. As you can see right here, yeah, we win Champions League, and Luton Town has only given us 8 mil. Finish 4th in the league, win the FA Cup, win Champions League, and Luton's like, yeah, 8 mil. You could do it all again on 8 mil. Can you imagine if Barcelona was like, hey, yeah, you won it, so you guys are good, right? We're only gonna give you 8 mil. It's just incalculable. Come on, EA, sort your game out. But alas, we're gonna have to transfer some players out, and we're gonna have to wave goodbye to Jack Grealish, because the kid, I love him, but he just has not grown. I've done the loan out glitch, I've done every kind of glitch on him, and he is just not leaving. Paddy McNair is very unhappy. He's been threatening to leave, so we're gonna go ahead and do the loan out glitch on him. Basically loan him out, bring back in, and he should be fine. And this is very interesting, guys. All of a sudden, I got this offer you know, from Juventus, and I was like, Harry Kane hasn't been doing all that well for me, hasn't impressed all that much, and he's already in the Pokemon career mode, so I was like, well, maybe, you know, I'll go ahead and see if you're out 32 to Juventus, and, you know, if they go ahead and nibble a little bit back, we'll see, because we're pretty stacked at striker, guys. Oh my god, it's coming fast and furious, but we have Sturridge, we have Devontae Cole, we have freaking Barble, and we have, freaking Ryan Boateng, and Dominic Solanke. And personally, I remember in that final, I remember going into those crucial games that I was relying more on Solanke, so I was thinking, you know, maybe I trade, you know, Harry Kane out, maybe bring in a Lacazette, but a lot of you guys probably can identify our biggest need, and that is our goalkeeper. Stuart did perform better last season near the end of it, but it wasn't, you know, up to championship par, and he did let in a lot of goals that pretty much cost us the Premiership, so we're going to go ahead and be looking at these two stalwarts of the Premiership. Peter Cech, the now Arsenal man, I think he's glitched in this game, so he actually grows even higher at an old age, and he would pretty much just lock it up. If we could get Peter Cech back there, I feel like the trouble is basically locked up. If I sign Peter Cech, I pretty much don't even got to play this, guys. Yeah, I mean, do you really want to watch? It's going to be Peter Cech just stopping everything. And the other guy I was going after, of course, is Fraser Forster. A lot of offers coming in for Stuart Dover. That is just the theme. But there we go, guys. Juventus has decided to go ahead and sign Harry Kane, and yeah, if you're gonna go ahead and right there, we did actually, and we did the loan, well, we did the Passover glitch, essentially is where we put all of our money into one player, and that was Fumu Tomazu, and we were able to sell him as well. So you can see our budget jump from 8 million to now 86 million. So we're gonna go ahead and we're trying to get more money. We're gonna try to sell Stuart Dover for about 17 million and bring in, you know, a couple of new boys. And with that, guys, we pretty much had an open market. We could pretty much buy any center back in the league right now. As you can see, yeah, this is just, I don't know about this career mode, but it's just something, it's something about this career mode. They just always want to buy my keeper. It's weird, like in the Pokemon career mode, just no one refuses to start their first team keeper against me, and in this one, everybody wants to buy my keeper. It's really weird. It is quite weird, but we're gonna go ahead and be, you know, like loaning people out. It's fast and furious. It's a transfer window, guys, is what you guys like to see. And there we go. Hopefully, with this much interest, someone's going to bite on that 17 mil offer, and we're going to go ahead and bring in Ben Hammer, guys, because he is the only goalie in the game that has a beard. And I think that's pretty, like a really big beard. I don't know, does Tim Howard have a beard? I'm not totally sure, but I just wanted a goalie with a beard. He's going to be a backup, and he's really cheap, so not all that much. I just bring him in for the bants. And now we go. As you can see here, with this plethora of money, we can pretty much offer and get almost any young center back that we want in the league. So we're going to go ahead and, you know, throw out some feelers for Chris Smalling, for Lascelles, and right there, we're getting a couple of more offers. But look at this! Chelsea did agree to it, but contract offer was declined, so we're going to go ahead and bump it up. He is my first choice, but if he doesn't come through, then yeah, I'll pretty much go with Fraser Forster, who used to be young. He was 25 when we started the career, but now he's 31. Jeez Louise, but 6'7", what a monster. He would be awesome. And there we go. Newcastle wants a little bit more. They want 4.5 mil, and that is nothing to me because we'd be rolling in the dough now. We'd be straight rolling in the dough. So we're going to go ahead and, yeah, I thought, let's go big, homie. Let's go big. Let's go after the big name, a guy that I have never personally used. We're making this all-star team already. We might as well bring in like another great player right here in Kurt Zouma and see if we can do that. And there we go. Transfer offer accepted for Chris Smalling. Very, very tall, definitely improved, you know, over the season. Didn't have the best first half of the season, but he's definitely growing on. There we go, you know, a little bit of a knock to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but, you know, not too bad, only 2 weeks. And there we go, Peter Cech. We're going to bump it up to 2K, because he's just basically saying, hey, it's like, I love being here. It's like, why? That makes no sense. You're just sitting on the bench. You're just sitting on the bench. Why are you so happy sitting on the bench? But, yeah, that is it. We bring in our replacement for Stuart Dover if he does end up leaving. And, yeah, we have a backup plan in Fraser Forster. And Peter Cech will just stop being a dickhead and just accept 200K. You're freaking a million years old and you're not going to get any playtime. Just accept it and stop being a butthead. Stop being a butthead right here. Ming-Sok going out on a loan because he's unhappy. We're going to try to get his happiness back up and bring him back in. And, of course, there we go. Accepted Newcastle. Has accepted the deal for Jamal Lascelles. Let's see if we can get him in on personal terms. And, yeah, they want a little bit more for Kurt Zouma. And I brought in a cheeky offer of only 18 mil. Let's see if they take 22 mil, and Chris Browning, a hefty, you know, hefty price for him. But a lot of people consider him the best young center back in the game, period. Let alone in the Premiership. Maybe him or Rafael Varane, maybe. Probably one of the two best. But there we go, Chris Smalling declining. And there we go, Peter Cech is just straight... screw it. I mean, we could just go way cheaper, get Fraser Forster for 6.5 million, and he is younger, he'll be lasting a lot longer, hopefully. And yeah, just because you were a dick to me, I'm gonna be a dick to you, Peter Cech. You can just go ahead and rot on that bench over there at Chelsea, because you're never beating freaking Courtois to that. And I looked at the roster, they also have Bekovic on that freaking team. So yeah, I will go ahead. You guys can keep Cech. I'm gonna take the young kid and Kurt Zouma. And yes, thank you and please, because we, as we all know in this career mode, pretty much Chelsea is a feeder team for Luton Town, guys. I mean, come on, they give us Hazard. Now they're gonna give us, you know, maybe Cech, maybe freaking, you know, maybe a Kurt Zouma. You know, just steal some of their top players and all. But there we go, contract offer finally accepted for Chris Smalling. But I wanted to hold out still and see, you know, maybe get a Kurt Zouma in, because I have played with Chris Smalling this year already, and I thought, you know, maybe I'll play with someone different. But there we go. Let's Fraser Forster, be a good man, and just come to personal terms and just be chill. Let's just be chill. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. And there we go. As you can see, we are in this friendly games. I can't really be bothered to be playing these. Although it would be fun to, you know, be playing up against AC Milan. They can have an interesting team next year. Maybe do a career mode with AC Milan next year. Who knows? But there we go. We actually do get a win. Dover, of all people. That is not Stuart Dover. That's another Dover right there. And then I got this idea, guys, because even with Kurt Zouma coming into the team, we had enough money to go ahead and maybe, you know, take a peeksy at this new EPL boy right here. And I was thinking, you know, it's like, right now, our front line is incredible. We got Gareth Bale out on the right. We got Sturridge up front, you know, with a bunch of good forwards behind him. But on the left, Jordan Ibe, Raheem Sterling, Victor Barbo. I'm not totally convinced, but there we go, guys. We signed Kurt Zouma. But unfortunately, that would mean I would not be signing John Stones or Chris Smalling. Yes, but I'm very excited to play with Kurt Zouma. I think the priorities in this career mode is me, mostly as a Manchester United fan. As a Manchester United fan, I'm probably never going to play with like Liverpool and Chelsea and Man City players, so I've kind of prioritized in this Luton Town career mode actually going out and buying, you know, Chelsea and Liverpool players, just because, like, all right, this is my license to actually play with these amazing players, because they are, all credit to both those teams, all credit to all three of those teams, and Arsenal, incredibly talented teams that I can only imagine are just uber fun to play with. That's the only time you'll hear me admit it. But there we go, guys. Contract, there we go. PSV accepted the terms for 30 mil, guys, and we're actually throwing Bentaleb into that, because honestly, Bentaleb has kind of let me down. I've been kind of underwhelmed. The same thing was like Bentaleb and Harry Kane didn't really do things for me last season. So they're kind of expendable assets to me. And Harry Kane specifically, I got away with because I mean, to be honest, we already have him in Pokemon career mode, and I just didn't want to double up on that. But we did bring in Lascelles, we did bring in Kurt Zouma, and look at those stats, guys. Look at those incredible physicals, and then we go right here. Interesting, Lascelles actually has better heading accuracy than Zouma. I did not anticipate that. And both our markings are not all that great. Oh, man, I may have made a mistake here, but both of them nice and tall, 6'2", 6'3", that is what I like to see, and hopefully they can definitely not let in as many freaking, you know, headers into this tactician strength. Well done, yeah, very beastly stats for those two, and there we go. We're gonna go ahead and try them out up against his old team. Community Shield. Oh my goodness, I love this. I cannot say enough how much I love this graphic. I hope they bring this back in FIFA 16 of the just seeing your sigil in, you know, seeing your badge in the crowd, held up by badges, you know, held up by pieces of paper or whatever they do in those seats. Just looks incredible. And look at this guy's freaking Paul Pogba in there. We're actually starting Demarai Gray over Ross Barkley, because I personally like Demarai Gray a little bit better. And that's the one that got away. We could have actually signed Courtois on a pre-contract last season, but we did opt instead to go for, you know, the likes of Bale, Sturridge, Paul Pogba. So I feel like the offensive firepower should be able to overcome this, or will Courtois make us pay, guys? There we go. Gareth Bale, age 30, or Raheem Sterling. I mean, not Raheem Sterling. Sturridge is at 29, so guys, there isn't much life left in this team, guys. We probably only got 1 or 2 good seasons left, and there we go. Sturridge getting his first shot on target, but a little bit snatching at it. That would have been magnificent if it does go in. And there we go, our first testing of headers. And look at this, both of us getting to both headers, and we just dominated. And there we go, look at Sterling getting back on D. Oh my goodness. And then it would be in the 34th minute, we're going to get a little bit of 1-2 goesies. Sturridge laying it off to Hayden Turner. Oh, if only that was Pogba. If that was Pogba, that was definitely going in. But then in the 45th minute, could they get anything going? No! It was a cagey first half, ladies and gents. But now we're going to the second half. Could things liven up right here? As you can see right here, Malkiat coming in. And we're going to play it over here to Sturridge, who's going to go ahead, cuts inside, plays it over to the side to Zamara Greg, finds a bit of space, and ooh, Cahill with the last-ditch touch. Otherwise, we're probably sliding that in on the near post, but then some unluckiness right here. Diego Costa goes a little 1-2. Willian does this in, and there we go. Fraser Forster, our new goalie, and he's basically telling me that you don't need Peter Cech, man. I got this. I got this for real. Look at that, using all 6'7" of that magnificent giant man frame right there. He is freaking from Lord of the Rings. Look at this. And but then they're going to go ahead and knock it in. And could we get something right here? And there we go. Schlupp getting on it. He is no Schlupp himself. Getting over to Sturridge. And he pops it over the top to Bale. And Bale is through. And he is surely going to get in. And he gets caught from behind from Felipe Luis. Come on, Bale. Where's that like 90 billion pace that you have? I cannot believe he got caught from behind right there. But alas, we're going to keep on trying to work there. Bernhardt into it. And there we go. Sturridge is through. Does he go for the cheeky chips? He lays it back across, and there we go. Paul Pogba does what? Oh, Gonzalo Higuain cannot, and actually goes with his left foot. And he gets ourselves the opener right here. Not the prettiest of goals. I did sweat it across, but I will freaking take it. And of all people, Paul Pogba. What are you getting? You know, out of all the new signings, Paul Pogba being the first one, odds on. I don't know. He just scores goals. He just does everything. Paul Pogba is one of those players that if I could just have 11 Paul Pogbas and play FIFA, I'd probably be pretty happy. Like, he'd probably do a pretty good job. Maybe not so good in goalie. That's the only position. But look at the man, 35. I really got to change his number. That is the question of the day, guys. What number should I give Paul Pogba? Should I give him, you know, maybe a number 10, maybe a number 8 as a defensive midfielder, maybe a number 18? I've always imagined him more as a number 18, or should I just give him his classic 6 that he wears at Juventus, or did wear at Juventus, should I say. But there we go, right off of the kickoff, Sturridge just snipping the ball away, and we are through, and we're just going to have a go. And it lands right at Courtois. We're going to take something special to beat Courtois from that range. But we are still in it, guys. 86th minute. Could they possibly find? There we go. And right there, that is what I like to see from the new signing, Kurt Zouma, pounding that away. He was out of position, but was quick enough to recover and then head the ball away. And there we go. Paul Pogba getting us the game winner in 2 facets, both on offense and defense, stealing the ball away. And we are champions of the Community Shield. And some people don't count it as a trophy. Don't ask Arsenal fans, but we are the champions. Yes, we are. I'm gonna save you from the rest of my singing, guys. We get our first piece of silverware of the season, and we announce ourselves to Chelsea, who won the Premiership last season, that we are here. We are here for realsies. And yeah, you better take notice, guys. You better take notice, because we're coming. We're coming for you, Chelsea. We're coming for you, Jose Mourinho. And we're gonna wrestle that English title away from you guys. And that is it, guys, for this episode. Not too much of the gameplay. It was mostly a transfer window, but I wanted to get in the Community Shield. And this is the beginning of Season 6. Basically, this is how it ends, guys. This is how it ends, and it's gonna be an incredible ride with an incredibly stacked team, and we have just come so freaking far. And I hope you guys enjoyed, guys. I hope you guys, for all you guys who started out when this career mode was getting maybe like 300 views, if I was lucky, an episode, this season is gonna be for you guys, for you weirdos, because you guys understand, you guys know how far we've come, the struggle that we've been through. And for all you new guys, you guys are more than welcome. And just to sit back and enjoy the show. Leave comments down below, guys. Leave a like if you did enjoy this episode. And for all the freaking pre-contracts that we brought in, Gareth Bale, Pogba, Sturridge. I forgot like some of the people that we brought in. In the next episode, do we bring in Memphis Depay? That's another good question, guys. Do you want to see Memphis Depay in this career mode, or will that just make it too sacked, or is that the point of this right now? It's a road to glory. And you know, through the road to glory, you need amazing players, guys. So that is where I'm going to leave it off. Hopefully you guys are having an incredible day. My name's B-. Remember to stay yourself, stay humble, and be weird.